Hey there, YouTube. Digging Any here. This is going to be my 1 year review on the Bounty Hunter Treasure Hunter metal detector. Here's just a quick screenshot of it. This metal detector price range, you can get it at Cabela's for $200. I was able to get it on sale for a bit less than that. If you're lucky, you can get it for around 150 to 160 range or even lower. Um, this detector is pretty good. It's in the beginner range of higher quality for beginner metal detectors that people say you should start off with a metal detector that costs around 160 or up to like $250. Um, the Probably the minimum or a good beginner one is the Tesoro Capadre, and that's about $160 without a screen. It's just sound, but many people have great success. This one, obviously, if you have been following me all year, you saw the some of the successful hunts I have had. I was able to find gold with this machine. I found silver several times, including a silver dime that I was not able to get on video. My video camera, GoPro, wasn't working at the time with my computer, so I wasn't able to record that and upload it. But with this detector, you have a 4-tone sound ID. You have iron, then you have low tone, which is nickels and pull tabs right in here. It's also gold. And then you have your mid-range tones, so tone 3 at that point, which would be your scrap and zinc, which is usually can slaw, just junk, junk jewelry type stuff, or fake jewelry, just bling, whatnot. Then you have your high tones, which are your copper pennies, your dimes, quarters, half dollars, and dollars for a signal. It's pretty accurate on the ID. So, also on this, you have discrimination right down here. I'm going to turn it on and sort of show you real fast how the discrimination works. It might get a little chatty because of insiding. So, yeah, I'm not even moving it. So, yeah, a lot of inside interference. I'm going to shut it off. Okay. But with that, you can hit discrimination. It starts off with iron, and then you hit which one is it? One of these. Discrim up. There we go. It says discrim right here. For discrimination, you hit up, and then you can just notch it all out, or you can hit notch and select certain things by hitting notch and then up to whichever one it's flashing, and then you hit it again and it notches that, and then you hit notch again, and then up, or whatnot. It's actually pretty easy. It's been a little bit since I've actually done it, so it's on top of that, a lot of times I just did coin shooting, so I discriminated out my mid-tone and just kept my nickel. I didn't keep the pull tab unless I was really going for gold as well. But I always discriminated out iron. I probably only hunted with iron once all year. You would get iron signals everywhere. This thing's an iron magnet, you could say. But other than that, it's a great detector. Discrimination worked very, very well. Target separation, it had a little bit of trouble because of the, spider coil. But, Other than that, I was able to pick out a wheat penny from that 1800s old uh, farmhouse that's back in the woods that I met up with another person that one hunt. And I was able to dig out that wheat penny out of a bunch of iron nails. But it also likes to pick up ground interference with buried wires or cables, like at my local park. And it would read a lot of times in the quarter and 50 cent to dollar range. And after a little while, you could start to figure out when it was doing that, because you would get a signal like a quarter at like 2 inches, and then you'd start digging and then drop down to a probably 5-6 inches and go up to 50 cent to $1 piece. And at that point, I would just fill in the hole and know that it was no good. Every now and again, it would also jump around between quarter and zinc sometimes, and then I would know that it's either junk or it's faulting out with something else that's buried in the ground deeper, like electromagnetic interference. Sensitivity, I usually kept it at default. If it was really being erratic, I would lower it down. Other than that, the default factory setting was pretty good for the sensitivity. Battery life, it takes 2 9-volt batteries in the back part here. I could probably get a good strong hard week of detecting every day for like 4 or 5 hours plus easily on 2 batteries. Maybe 2 weeks, depending on how I had it set up for sound and how many targets there were. Other than that, very lightweight machine. Definitely recommend it for someone who's just getting out there. I'm probably gonna sell this one, maybe not, probably not, just so then when I upgrade this spring, I can have someone come with me if they don't have one and be like, hey, here you go. Probably the only downside I would have to say to this detector is there's no strap. You could easily buy one for it. Yeah. But other than that, I'm a little bit smaller guy for my build, but I'm still 5'8", so I'm pretty lightweight, you could say. And that, I would say this is a thumbs up. I would probably give it a 7 out of 10 for rating. I wouldn't say don't go with it, because you'd be missing out on a decent detector, but I also wouldn't say make it your very, very top choice and over like a Garrett Ace 250 or a White's Coinmaster Pro. I wouldn't say buy this one over those. But I would definitely say it competes with the Garrett Ace 150, the Fisher F2, definitely the Bounty Hunters. It's definitely up there. It's a little bit, probably one of the better Bounty Hunters you can get for the price, because you do have your full screen ID, and it reads your depth. It doesn't give you a target ID number per se, but for beginner, it's really good, simple, easy to use, not very frustrating at all, and as long as you have a little bit of patience in the learning curve, of course. That comes along with almost any detector. So it's definitely a good detector, so I would recommend it. You don't see very many bounty hunter review videos out there, but this one's definitely good. So hopefully you like this. Hopefully it's informational. If you think there's something else I could have added, please comment below. Let me know what you think of this video, and if it helped you in your own purchasing of a metal detector, or just good information to know about this certain model if you're looking at buying it. Alright, thank you, and I'll be seeing you hopefully with a unboxing of a new detector in a couple of months, or a couple of silver stacking videos, which is also on this channel, or coin roll hunting. So, good luck, happy hunting, and see you at the next hole.